10,000 years ago, the ancient Aeldari Empire collapsed. Their pursuit of excess tore a hole in reality, birthing the Chaos God Slaanesh, a psychic shockwave that instantly consumed billions of souls. A fraction of the nobility survived by retreating into the Webway, a labyrinthine dimension insulated from the warp. But their sanctuary was flawed. The newborn god remained tethered, their souls leaking away, constantly draining into the void to feed the entity they created. Outrunning the apocalypse solved nothing. To stave off spiritual starvation, these survivors had to find a substitute fuel source to plug the leak in their own souls. Commorragh exists as a parasitic megalopolis, an impossible collection of stitched-together realms hidden deep within the Webway. To power this realm, the Drukhari physically stole dying stars from Realspace, suspending them above their spires to provide light and energy. Inside, the city is a meritocracy of violence. Aristocratic archons govern through fear and calculated cruelty, maintaining their status through constant internal struggle. Sustaining this infrastructure requires a massive, never-ending influx of living victims. The Drukhari discovered that the raw psychic agony of others could replenish their own draining essence. A peaceful world in Realspace goes quiet. Suddenly, the sky tears open, and a fleet of razor-bladed skimmers bursts through. The Drukhari military does not fight to conquer territory. They act as apex parasites conducting a biological harvest. They employ splinter weapons, tools that fire crystalline neurotoxins, specifically engineered to overload a target's nervous system with non-fatal, paralyzing pain. Before a defense force can organize, the immobilized populations are loaded onto grav transports and dragged into the Webway. This entire military-industrial complex serves as a logistics network to import raw, living fuel back to the Dark City. Inside the city, the ruling archons face a distribution problem: how to spread that harvested agony to a starving population of billions. They rely on the Wych Cults, who operate massive, barbed gladiatorial arenas as a method for mass biological distribution. On the arena floor, unarmored fighters perform displays of lethal acrobatics, dismantling heavily armored captives with molecularly sharpened blades. The spectacle facilitates a direct biological transaction. Spectators physically rejuvenate as they absorb the psychic shockwaves of terror radiating from the floor below. This highly efficient public utility keeps the city alive through managed systemic bloodletting. Descend into the absolute depths of Commorragh to find the Haemonculi, ancient scientists and flesh sculptors who underpin the city's existence. They maintain the Drukhari's ultimate biological failsafe. From salvaged DNA, they regrow a noble's entire body, knitting bone, muscle fibers, and skin. These pods must be bathed in the ambient agony of tortured slaves, using psychic energy to accelerate cellular growth. Through this dark science, the Drukhari have achieved functional immortality, remaining insulated from natural death as long as they continue to inflict pain. They possess godlike technology and physical perfection, but beneath that immortal mask lies a fragile psychological state. The threat is inescapable. If the raids fail or the torture stops, Slaanesh will instantly devour their souls. Their unmatched elegance and arrogance is a desperate mask to hide their perpetual paranoia. The Drukhari live as terminal addicts, sprinting forever on a treadmill to escape a predator they can never outpace.